Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here. So really quick, I'm going to be giving you guys a vlog video today. It is going to be an MTV Cribs grand tour of my apartment. Not really, but that's basically what I'm calling it. A lot of you guys have been expecting and looking forward to something like this, and I feel like it's natural based on the fact that I recently went through a moving process. I did a similar thing when I moved out of my family's house with my roommate a couple of years ago, and now that I have moved into a new apartment, I'm in a new location. I kind of have a new lifestyle going on with videos and streams and stuff like that, getting back to making consistent videos, this being one of them, and I kind of have a bunch of other things to record over the weekend. But yeah, I kind of wanted to do this to kind of give you guys a glimpse into the environment that I'm in, the well-needed environment that I'm really grateful and thankful to have, thanks to your guys' support. Like I said, I mentioned it in the vlog itself, but, you know, Discord support, Patreon support, YouTube support, Twitch support, you guys have allowed and enabled me to be able to continue making videos, continue making content, continue doing what I'm passionate about. And without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. And I know in recent times, I definitely didn't deserve that support from you guys. I definitely didn't I basically didn't put forward the same amount that you guys did with supporting me when it came to videos and streams. I was in a bit of a rut. I needed to get out of my previous living condition just because it was killing me slowly. And I feel invigorated. I feel empowered. I'm really happy with the place that I'm at right now. And slowly but surely, I'm going to be getting videos back arranged for Red vs. Blue, Ruby Chibi, Twitch streams, RTX is around the corner, Ruby content, and everything else in between. So this is basically going to be an MTV Cribs grand tour of my apartment. I'm going to be showing you guys all of the processes. It's just going to be the final product. It's not going to be the process of when I was first moving in and the hectic nature of everything, because my friend Anthony kind of helped me out during the first couple of weeks of moving. Moving sucks. We all know the process of it. It's shitty. The only thing that you care about is when it's actually done and finished. And I kind of go a little bit in depth with that because I am Ramble of Birds. I like to talk about anything and everything and give you guys complete 100% context to everything that I go through. So vlogging is not my forte. I do apologize if anything feels a little out of touch with my demeanor, just because vlogging, I'm not really the best with vlogging, I'll be completely honest. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoy the vlog. I hope you guys enjoy the new environment. I hope you guys enjoy some of the contributions that I made, especially for those of you who have shown your support to me over the years. And leave all of your thoughts of everything or anything that you guys might have thought of the video in the comment section. So thank you guys so much. Enjoy the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Yo, is this thing on? Hey everybody, how's it going? So really quick, before I get you into the MTV Crib style grand tour of my apartment, I just want to let you guys know that it has been, first off, I'm recording in this room in selfie mode because this is the best room with the best lighting for it, I believe. Sorry for the echo, by the way, but primarily I am not used to vlogging. I'm not particularly a vlogger, even in my house, be it out in public. The only time I ever really vlogged was my vlog experience of RTX 2016, so I do apologize if it feels a little different. I do feel a little bit out of my comfort zone with recording and commentating and moving and talking about stuff all at the same time, but I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. Also, I have officially been getting back to recording videos. You guys will see the full apartment tour. I'll give you a full synopsis of everything, the process of unmoving, how I feel about the house and everything else. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the pictures and the early 48 hours of me moving in, which was an absolute nightmare. Shout out again to Anthony for helping me move and unpack and get settled in my first week. And over the month of May, I got settled in, I'm unpacked, I'm settled. E3 just passed. I did all of the videos and reactions and streams to it. And now I'm slowly getting back into videos with Red vs. Blue, this apartment tour, RTX is next month. So everything is coming together for me. But for this video, of course, I'm going to be giving you guys a rundown of all of the new additions to my life, my working environment, my casual environment, my sleeping environment, my eating environment, and everything that has transcended since I have moved into an apartment for myself. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys for, you know, being incredibly patient with this entire process, and I promise you guys that videos and the quality of videos will be greatly improved because of this transition. Because of this transition. I'm already starting. But anyways, let's get into it. And so similar to how the last video started, we have had a transition. So I have a fully furnished living room set. I'm so happy about this. This is one of the first things. So this is the first room that you see when you walk in. This is the door that you come into. I live on the first floor, but I was not planning on arranging to have a living room set up. This is a big thanks to my friends and my family for also getting me a lot of housewarming gifts. But this is my living room. I have the E3, Day 2 E3 Nintendo Treehouse. They're showing Astral Chain right now, so I kind of have this featured because this is what I was watching before I decided to start, and I'll just watch this later. But this is my living room environment. I have a full, basically this is where I come to hang out, to chill, and everything. Obviously, it's drastically different than the living room that I lived at with my roommate. But I guess going through the entire transition, so this is kind of like my entertainment system. I have my 65-inch TV. I have a monitor and computer set up here too because I have virtual reality. So I have the Oculus Rift S, which I hook up so that way I can, you know, stream VR in here. I haven't streamed VR since I moved, but at my old house I did a bit of VR streams, and this is kind of like, and I have the space for it, so I'd have to like move the ottoman and stuff like that. I have my PS4. I have my Nintendo Switch dock. I have a second dock because the main Switch is in the recording streaming room that I'm going to be working out of. But I kind of went with a red, black, white, and beige design. The closest thing that I can get to Ruby. I also got this entire, like, this L-shaped couch setup because I have a lot of friends that come over. I have a bunch of friends that are coming over today because they're all trying to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I decided to go with something that can seat as many people comfortably. I have an ottoman here, which actually is pretty cool. This acts like somewhat of like a chest, so you can open it, and this is where I keep like all of my gaming controllers for all of my different consoles. So PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Wii U. These are basically all of my controllers for all of my different gaming needs depending on what I want to play. And this is, again, this is the room that I opt for coming into and hanging out in when I'm not working. One of the big issues to having the setup that I had for the last 6 years, really, since my channel started, is I did everything in my room. I ate in my room, I played video games with my friends in my room, I streamed in my room, I recorded in my room, I edited in my room, I slept in my room. And so this is kind of like a break from, I don't have to play video games for streaming and for content the same way that I would if I plopped myself on the couch, turned on my PS4, and played with my friends, like, not for work or not for content or for views, but just to enjoy myself and have fun. So that's kind of like what the big thing that I got going on in here is. This is a good place. This is kind of like just the chill zone. When I have friends over, we can watch anime, we can play Smash Bros, we can just chill, and when it's just me, I have an entire room to myself. So that's kind of the initial setup here. The back part, not that interesting. This is a mural that it just came with the apartment. There's like a mirror too, so what's up, guys? But zooming in a bit, for those of you who don't know, I got a little bit into pop collecting a while ago. It was a couple of years ago, and it never got out of hand like beyond this, of course. But I have a bunch of pops that are based on different things that I really enjoyed, and basically a bunch of different general interests. So BioShock, Fallout, L from Death Note. I have the regular L and the L with cake. Kingdom Hearts, Songbird, also from BioShock, and these are probably my favorite. So a big thing some people probably don't know either is that I am a huge League of Legends fan. I am a support-only player because I'm not that great in any other role. I've been playing since 2013, and unfortunately, these were the only pops that ever came out. So you have the Poro pops for the ARAM Howling Abyss map, but then you have a Mumu, Ashe, Lee Sin, Braum, which is one support that I used to play, Jinx, which is, she's ADC. I've never played her, but she is my favorite League of Legends champion, period. Thresh, who is one of my mains, Vi, and Misfortune. I am missing number 8, which was a DJ Sona, which is like $300 on Amazon. I'm sorry, on eBay, so I'll probably never get that pop. But my main supports for League of Legends is Thresh, Tahm Kench, and Pyke. Tahm Kench is probably the champion I've used the most, but since Pyke has come out, he's a support assassin, and I actually feel useful. I feel really good getting kills with him, and so that's kind of just like a quick pops display that I have. BioShock, one of my favorite video games of all time. The Fallout Pop was the first one I ever got. Death Note was my favorite anime of all time until Hunter x Hunter came into my life. Kingdom Hearts was my favorite video game genre of all time until Persona 5 came into my life. And League has always been a constant ever since I started playing it in 2013. So, again, this is my living room. I feel weird. Again, the whole vlogging thing, I'm not used to it, so I don't know if my commentary feels inauthentic or anything. But again, this is just the room that I prefer to just chill and hang out in and have a good time with my friends or myself, play video games, watch YouTube videos, watch Twitch streams, and just enjoy. So that's the room. Also, I got a welcome mat because I love welcoming people into my humble abode. So that's the living room. Again, pretty chill. I got to watch this stream later, the Astral Chain stream, because that game comes out next month. It's by Platinum Games, and it looks hype for the Switch. This room right here is the room. Also, sorry for the echo. My house is really empty for the most part, but this is, in my opinion, the best saved for last. This is my streaming room. This is my recording room. This is my editing room. This is where all of the content happens. And it is not my bedroom, and I'm really happy about that. But I'm going to save this room for last for obvious reasons, because it's the room that I've put the most effort and energy into, and I really like how it turned out. So this is my kitchen. So very spacious, very simple, not a lot going on. I am one person living here by myself, so it works for what I need it to. Let me give you guys just kind of like a grand tour of everything. So I have a built-in hutch into the wall, which is pretty cool. I'll get into that in a second. I got water bottles. I have a bunch of notebooks. This was in my office room, but I decided to take it out so I can show more of the other stuff that's in there. I am a notebook freak. Most of these notebooks are filled with like Ruby information or just things that I've had for a really long time that keep tabs on all of my videos and my video ideas and plans and stuff like that. This is a 6-seater table. Again, like I mentioned, I have a lot of friends that come over and hang out. We play Smash, we go out to eat, we play Yu-Gi-Oh! They're trying to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently, so they're probably all gonna come over and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Here. I have a refrigerator, and then everything else we'll get into eventually. So, let's see. So yeah, this is pretty simple. I'm gonna be eating in this room. If I have friends over and they come over, they're gonna be eating in here as well. One of the big things too about where I lived before here was that I never had friends over at my other apartment. I lived with a roommate. He had a girlfriend and he had his own friends and family over, and we were basically mutual friends, but I always felt like it was never my house. I always felt like I was living in someone else's house because he lived there before me and I moved in as a roommate. So the best thing that I feel super empowered to have this apartment. I feel super grateful and blessed that you guys support me, watch my YouTube videos, watch my Twitch streams, you guys donate, you guys pledge, you guys support me on Patreon, because without you guys, I'd probably still be living at home with my mom and my brother. I don't know what my life would be like if it wasn't for Ruby, if it wasn't for YouTube, and if it wasn't for you guys and your generosity and support. And I'm being straight up honest with that, because I'm able to live, you know, not luxuriously, but I'm able to live comfortably. I'm able to live with all of this because of you guys, you know? And it really means a lot. It means a lot to know that this table, this chair is mine. It's built off of the community, it's built off of the work that I do, and it's built off of the support that you guys give in supporting that. And, you know, that means a lot to me. I feel so proud. Everything in this house is built off of what I've created for all of us to share. And I'm looking at these are my laundry bags. So I have a lot of dirty clothes. I don't have a washer or dryer yet. I have the hookup in the basement, but I don't have a washer or dryer yet, so I have to go to the laundromat to put everything together. I love this. So I had to get this table because I went to the place to look for a table set after I moved, and I showed this picture to my mom and she was like, I love it. So I was like, well, my mom loves it, so now I have to get it. So I got that. I took a picture of this clock. This clock's pretty cool because it reminded me of Ozpin. It reminded me of the gears in Ozpin's office. So I just thought that that was a neat little touch. And I was like, I gotta get that and I'll put it in my kitchen. And then this is a built-in hutch. All of these drawers are filled for a bunch of different purposes. Paperwork, wires, cords, chargers, plugs, my video games. My video games mostly are in this drawer right here. So these are like all of my video. I haven't arranged any of them, but like my PS4 games, my PS3 games, my 360 games, my DS games, and all of that stuff. A bunch of stuff that I have yet to play. So A lot of streaming content, a lot of video content, and just a bunch of games that I've also streamed and played over the years. So there's that. All of these, this is one thing that I'm really happy about, having this hutch to display all this stuff, because my other apartment, everything that I owned was in my room. And what you guys didn't see was all the shit that was in my closet. Basically all of this. My books, my amiibos, my other merch. Up there, that merch is reserved. I still have to get to the people that I did a giveaway for to give all of those away. But essentially, there was a large amount of stuff that I did own that I was just being a pack rat at that point, or just stuff that I had no way to express it or share it, because again, like I said, I felt like I was living in somebody else's house. So a lot of my merch, a lot of the additional things that I owned just had to go in a closet and be like left there until I moved out. So I have books, I have my amiibos. These amiibos in the front are all based off of the different mains that I mained in Smash. So Fox in 64, Marth in Melee, Pit in Brawl, Sheik in Project M and 4, and then these are just like ones that I'd always bounce back and forth between Jigglypuff, Mario, and all of them. And then a bit of Cloud, just because I am like a pseudo Final Fantasy fan. I really like his inclusion in Smash, and the 7 remake is going to be hype. I'm going to also be checking out the original. And then those are some additional ones that I had. Link and Zelda were gifted to me, as well as Ganondorf. This was a fan gift sent to me by Kyle, if he's watching this. I believe his username is SilverXJoker, but it's basically Ruby Rose. It's basically the overlooking cliff of Ruby's mom's grave, Summer Rose's grave, during Volume 3, and it also has the Keep Moving Forward. So this is basically the opening scene of Volume 3, which is pretty cool. And then I have all of these RT boxes. I took all of the RT box merch and I stuffed them in all 4 of these, or all 5 of these boxes, because Rooster Teeth ended up discontinuing the RT box. So I do like that some of this stuff can shine. It kind of makes the kitchen at least look a little bit more interesting if people come over and they're like, oh, what kind of books do you read? Oh, I see that you read the Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, which is a really good book, by the way. These Ruby books are the Japanese anthologies when they first came out. These Halo books were given to me as gifts. Also, I'm sorry that I'm like sideways right now. Some of you guys might be turning your heads. And then the Nyx Ulrich was a gift from a viewer a couple of years ago, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the kitchen, or the dining room. I keep calling it the kitchen, but it is essentially the dining room. Moving over here, actually, so I have some cereal, because, you know, I'm still a kid at heart. Pumpkin Peats, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Cocoa Pebbles. Those are the only ones that I have right now. Not the most healthiest, but I like them, so yeah. So this is my planner. Most of you guys probably saw this on social media by this point, on YouTube and Twitter. I basically have a planner that I refresh every Saturday, and kind of gives me further motivation to stay on task, to stay on a planner when it comes to videos that I'm planning on recording and editing and uploading and scripting for the week. And so that way I know what's coming out, you guys know what's coming out, and I'll probably upload this to YouTube every week so you guys know. So E3 just ended, so we did all the conferences, I did my grocery shopping. I had to reschedule the apartment tour, which was supposed to be on Sunday, for Wednesday, just because E3 was my primary focus. But E3 is all taken care of. Right now I'm recording the apartment tour, and then after this I'm going to be sitting down to watch the Weiss versus Mitsuru death battle. By the way, by the time this comes out, all of this will already be done. By the time this comes out, I think this video will be coming out either on Friday or Saturday. I just have to sit down and edit it. And then I'm going to watch the Mark Zhang trailer. I'm going to rewatch seasons 8 and 9 of RVB. And then the weekend is mainly going to be dedicated to Red vs. Blue and Ruby Chibi, with a little bit of streaming in between. Now, really quick, because I have seen people on Twitter get a little confused about this schedule. What's up here is not what is being uploaded. What's up here is what I am dedicating to record. Down here is things that are going to be scripted during the week of June 9th to the 15th. This is stuff that's going to be edited during that week, and this is what you can expect for uploads during that week. I'm not uploading any of these the same week that I'm recording them because I want to work on getting a backlog of recorded and uploaded videos so that way there's a consistent upload. I don't like, one of my big problems too that I used to do was usually if a video got uploaded, it's probably because I either recorded or edited it the same day if it wasn't a reaction. So that was like one of my big issues. I would always work on something all the same day. I never worked on things and put a backlog so that way there would always be videos coming. So that's one thing that I'm kind of working on to change. So these are all videos that I'm recording this week, but most of them will not be uploaded until probably next week. So yeah, that's just something that I wanted to get out there for you guys because I did see some confusion on Twitter. Anyways, again, I feel like, I don't know, I really hope you guys like the vlog. I'm really bad at commentating when it comes to like vlogging in particular, but at the same time I'm rambling about my apartment. Anyways, this is a spare room that I have. You guys saw what this room looked like during the moving process. Not much has really changed, but this is basically the result of the room. It's I guess it's a presentable, but I essentially have all of the boxes broken down. Yo, shout out to P5, Persona 5, best game ever. Please play it, $20 on the PlayStation Store for PS4 and PS3. Anyways, all of these boxes are broken down. I have all the styrofoam right here. I have more boxes right here, and I actually have to call the city to have them come and properly take all of these out because we have 2 recycling bins outside, but the problem with that is that's shared between first, second, and third floor for the apartment, so I can't basically hostile take over all of it for weeks on end until all of this is gone. So I would call the city, they'd bring someone by with, I don't know, like a dumpster or a separate truck, and they would take all of this recycling off my hands. So yeah, this is also a spare room. Unfortunately, like it comes with the place whether I want it or not. Not that I necessarily need it, but, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret, all right? I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Also, you can't really see my eyes because of the lighting, but I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I am thinking about getting a kitten. I'm thinking about getting a kitten and then it getting older into a cat. I kind of want 2 cats. I want to adopt one, and I also want to have one like from birth. So I kind of want to get 2 cats, partially based on Morgana from Persona 5, and then another one. Cats are really low maintenance. I grew up with dogs a lot, and I love dogs. I grew up with dogs my whole life. I actually never owned a cat. My friend that lives next door from me has 2 cats. They're very independent. They're very friendly when they want to be, and then they go away and do their own thing. When they want love and affection, they'll find you, essentially. They groom themselves, they take care of themselves. All you gotta do basically is provide food and change out their litter box. And a dog is just too much to work for me, especially with my schedule, especially with, you know, the fact that I'm always busy and stuff. I can always feel like my cats would be able to take care of themselves for the most part, and they'd always be around because I live by myself. I'd like some company. So yeah, I'm not planning on it right now, but this would probably be the room that I dedicate for the cats to have like scratching posts and like those random like things that they like climb up on and stuff like that. And this would basically be a room that I would dedicate for it. My landlord already said cats are fine. So yeah, I might get a couple of cats within the next year, depending how long I'm planning on staying in this apartment. Anyways, moving on. So this is just a vacant room right now, perhaps a soon-to-be cat room in the future. But moving on from that, so we did the living room, we did the kitchen, we did the spare room. The next room I want to show is my room. So this is the room that I come into to sleep. Like Morgana comes through and he's like, hey, you look pretty tired, go to sleep. And that's what the purpose and the sole purpose of this room is. By the way, I don't have like a crazy affinity to purple. This is a purple branded mattress, so it comes with the purple sheets, and I just got the purple blanket to kind of cap it all off. But basically, this is the exact same setup at my other apartment. My bed was right here. My PC was right on the floor right here. My first monitor, my second monitor, my consoles, and that was it. This was the exact same arrangement. However, now it's peaceful. I don't have to wake up and be at work already. I don't roll out of bed and I'm at my workstation. It was so needed, guys. I swear to God. Like, after Genlock ended, I was like, I still need to work on videos, but I can't. People are supporting me, financially especially, to provide content, to keep doing what I'm doing, but I work out of my room, I eat out of my room, I sleep out of my room, I casually enjoy myself out of my room. Like, everything I did was in one space, and it was for too long to where I was gonna like spontaneously combust unless I left. And it's much needed. I go to bed between 10 and 11 p.m. I awake between 6:30 and 7 in the morning on a consistent basis, which is really good. And I get the most out of my day. I get the most out of recording, out of streaming, out of editing, out of backlogging videos before everything's back up and running, right? So I have my bed, I got my workstation, not really a workstation, this is kind of like a casual station. I have a laptop. This laptop I usually just use when I go to RTX. I take it with me so that way I can like upload videos and stuff like that and pictures to social media. I got my alarm clock, my phone's charging, my glasses case, my air conditioner controller, some water by my bed, and that's really it. No posters, no memorabilia, no nothing. Like, this is as simple as, I got a hamper for my dirty clothes. This is as simple as I need it to be, and ultimately it's as simple as I want it to be. This is a box of these are all my clean clothes, so you can tell that I need to go, I also need a dresser, and I think it's gonna go right here, because the bureau that I have is in the office room, because I basically have the same setup going on. So I need a dresser, so that way I have a place to put majority of my clothes, because I have 3 laundry bags of dirty clothes in the kitchen, in the dining room, and then I have this of clean clothes that I've been going through since I moved, and then I have an air conditioner. But yeah, that's kind of it. My room's pretty boring for now, for the most part, but it is what it is. It is what I need it to be, and I'm happy. So let's see. From there, we have the bathroom. Bathroom, pretty simple as well. It doesn't look all that different from when I showed the first part progress of it, but this is kind of like my toilet paper, my first aid, toothbrushes, razors, me, the most important part of it all. Everything else is pretty standard for a bathroom. Tile floors. I have like this for like if I want to put a towel by the shower when I'm showering. But yeah, this is the bathroom. I love it. It's a little bit more spacious than the one that I had with my roommate, so I like it. Let's turn this one off actually. All right, so 2 more rooms, I believe. The next one is the kitchen. I know this is wrong to say it, but I always grew up calling this the pantry. I know a pantry is like a closeted area where you have like your food and your ingredients and like your canned goods and all that stuff. It's like almost like a closeted area, but I always grew up calling this the pantry and calling this the dining room. I never called it a kitchen, but essentially, yeah, this is my kitchen. I have a few dishes, don't judge me. I cooked yesterday. I had wings and broccoli. I had cereal this morning too. I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch for breakfast. I got my Ozpin mug. Oh, my Beacon mug, rather. I have a Pokemon Charmander mug, a knife set, a blender, cutting boards, measuring cups, bowls and plates and all that. Got a kettle, microwave, recycling bin, oven, and yeah, everything else is pretty simple. All right, guys, so we have saved the best for last. We've gone through every other room in my apartment, the dining room, the kitchen, my room, the bathroom, the spare room, the living room, and now a quick little history before I show you guys the new office/working room. So I've always worked out of my bedroom. The first bedroom that I had when I started making YouTube videos was with a laptop from 2011 that I started using in 2013 for my first YouTube videos that carried me from 2013 to 2016. It was a laptop that was on a cardboard box with 2 lamps by the side and a webcam. And that was what I had at the time. Like, I always believed in making the most that I had with what I had at the time instead of striving for the best and most perfect things at all times. And that is what ultimately got me off of my feet. That's what helped get my channel out there. It's what helped all of you guys discover me. And you guys will probably agree too. My content back then wasn't the greatest, but it has always improved. When I finally moved out, thanks to your guys' support, into an apartment with my roommate, I had my dream setup at the time, an glass L desk with a dual monitor setup, a suitable mic, suitable PC, a custom built one at that, and that basically became the future of my content, improved in almost every department, and it gave me a sense of individuality and it gave me a sense of independence, especially because I was somewhat living on my own away from my family. The next step in that is here and now, a much bigger improvement, I would say, of just being a dedicated workspace for videos, streams, content for you guys, and I hope I can do this for as long as possible because of you. So here we go. Behold my new workspace. Ah, focus. Okay, it's focusing. This is my brand new workspace. You guys have probably seen it to a certain degree based on, let me close my door, based on the fact that I've already been recording some videos. You guys usually just see the background, so I'll give you guys a background look first and then get into everything more specifically. So this has basically been the background that my channel has had since I started it. It was very small and insignificant back in the day, like in 2013 during the Ruby Volume 3 days, and it has blossomed and improved. It shows all of my love and interest to different anime, video games, and a bunch of other nerd culture. Ruby, Red vs. Blue, Kingdom Hearts. A few things have improved, obviously. A few things have changed around, but for the most part, the aesthetic is exactly the same. I have damn near everything in almost the same exact places. A couple of things have changed, though. I used to have my Ruby figures out and about, like scattered along the top part of my bureau here, but I decided to put these all back in their boxes, and that really helped when it came to moving. That's why I kind of keep all of the boxes for most of the electronics that I buy, because it makes moving a billion times easier. I did, however, get I did make a recent investment. This Ruby figure was a gift that was given in one of my fan unboxings by a friend by the name of Jamie, and he got me this Ruby Rose figurine, this figure set rather, and I really liked it. And around the time that I started looking around for the other ones, Rooster Teeth actually had the Weiss, Blake, and Yang figure on sale in the Rooster Teeth store. So I don't know if I'll ever open these, but these are definitely a new addition to the background that I really think is appropriate. These are probably the best figures of any kind for Ruby that exist right now, and they originate mainly from Japan, so that's no surprise. Another thing that I improved, I added the rest of my Harry Potter books. Before I only had the first two. The only one that's actually a first edition is the 7th book. I bought that the day it came out. My aunt bought it for me back in, I don't even know when the 7th book came out. I was still in high school, I think, or recently just finished high school? I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, I have my Harry Potter books featured over here now. Everything else is relatively the same. I have my Death Note, my Kingdom Hearts art book, my Ruby fan art book, all of my manga, my Ruby Blu-rays, the Japanese Blu-ray set, and then some video game memorabilia. The Solaire Knight, Praise the Sun. We have a Heartless, L plushie, Link plushie, Crow plushie that says, if I was one of your men, I'd shoot myself, which was really great. Again, the background is exactly the same. You guys can probably see churches and posters back up, which is very evident that I'll be getting back to Red vs. Blue videos, especially this weekend with recording a bunch of them. So that is the initial update for the background. It's relatively the same. It's obviously a little bit more stacked with a bunch of different stuff than last time. From there, we have this wall, and I will say right now, it is not done. There is a portion of the wall that is not fully realized, and this soundproofing was the soundproofing that I had at my other apartment that went with my setup. You guys never saw it because it was what I would see. You guys would see what was behind me. So this soundproofing, I didn't buy this soundproofing specifically for this room. I just repurposed it. It was utilized in a different way at my other place with my roommate, and I decided to it would help with like the audio and like sound bouncing off of the walls if there was sound dampening. So I did that, and I get a lot of compliments on it. So I really, really, really like how it turned out, because if I didn't have that, it would just be a beige wall and it would just look so unappealing. So I was like, let me at least make my background look a little bit more exciting. So I decided to go with the red and black. It matches my DX Racer. It's one of my favorite color combinations, red and black, and a lot of you guys have left really cool comments and nice comments that you guys like the new style, the new design, the new addition, and at the very least, you don't see the blemishes that I do, but I guess that's all that matters in the sense of the video. So from there, I want to dedicate this next part to you guys, the community. I dedicated an entire wall of my office room to you guys. It's not completely done. I still have a lot more wall space to fill up, but at least for right now, I finally got the corkboard. I got the infamous corkboard that I've been talking about getting for years, and essentially, this is a tribute to all of you guys who are incredibly thoughtful, incredibly kind and generous, and creative above all else, who have sent me letters, drawings, paintings, artwork, fan art of your creations over the years that I've done my P.O. Box fan gift unboxing series, which I have another one that I think I'll be doing relatively soon. But in some way, shape, or form, all of these were featured in a previous unboxing of people who sent stuff my way that I showcased in my videos. And I freak out every time I see stuff like this because I can't draw, I can't paint, I'm not an artiste in any sense of the word, and I envy your guys' creativity. But for those of you out there who are watching this, I definitely want you guys to know I've wanted to do this for so long. Again, I had one bedroom where I used to live that didn't allow me to be able to do stuff like this, to showcase and share and show off your stuff to people, especially when they come over. This is a really nice conversation starter for people who come over, because they're like, oh, what's this wall? Did you make all these? I'm like, hell no, I'm not creative. This is my community. They're fucking awesome. And so again, thank you so much to everyone who has gone above and beyond the support of watching a video, of leaving a comment, but for sending something my way through my P.O. Box, showing off and flexing and showcasing your creativity, which is awesome, and you should definitely do that every chance you get, because you guys are creative as hell. And, you know, I wanted you guys to know that I genuinely appreciate what you guys do, and I don't want you guys to feel like I read the stuff and get hyped for it on video and then throw it into a drawer and forget about it. You know, for the most part, that's what the case was. These were all, like, in drawers in my other place because, again, I didn't have the space to express and share it. But now it's featured on the wall, and again, this is a call to action to anyone if this spurs you on to want to send something my way. The address to my P.O. Box is in the description of every single one of my YouTube videos since I created my P.O. Box a couple of years ago. I check it out every couple of weeks, and when I get a sizable amount of packages, I sit down, I unbox them all, and as you guys know from the videos, I feature, I showcase, I get hyped, I get excited, and they will find themselves somewhere on the wall. I have space up here, I have space down there. As you guys can see, this corkboard is already filled, but if I get enough artwork to the same degree, then I will buy a second corkboard, put it under there, move that out of the way. And as you saw in my apartment, I don't have any posters on any of my walls, so I don't find a place somewhere. But yeah, again, like I said, I featured this wall for the fans, for the viewers, for the people who support me, and for the creativity that you guys bleed out from everything that you guys do and for everything that you guys show and bring my way. Again, also, really quick, shout out to Nicole, because I completely forgot to feature Totodile and this jellyfish, which were the first gifts that I ever received on my channel that have still managed to find their way around me whenever I work. So I wanted to just showcase that as well. And again, if you guys want to send anything my way, my P.O. Box address is in the description, and they will find their way on the video in future. So yeah, and of course, wrapping up, we have my actual gaming slash streaming slash workstation setup. And this is literally my dream setup at this point. It might come off as a little extra to some, but to me, it is something that I've wanted for quite some time, and there was no way that I'd ever be able to manage it where I used to live. And this entire room is dedicated to just the production of my YouTube videos, my Twitch streams, and content. So, you know, the soundproofing, the backdrop, the PC, the monitors, the consoles, like that all goes to the videos and the content that I make for you guys, that you guys enjoy and support and look forward to, and I enjoy making, you know. It's a quad monitor setup, of course, and actually this setup, really quick, I just want to give a quick shout out to a fellow content creator, a full-time Twitch partner by the name of Carnage. He is the inspiration for this setup especially. I discovered his channel last year. For those of you who don't know, I beat Persona 5, my first ever Persona game. I cried my eyes out when I beat the game, and the immediate thing I did was look for other people who played the game as well, especially if it was their first playthrough, and Carnage was one of those people. I fell in love with his videos, with his insight, with his commentary, with his community. I'm wearing a Carnage shirt right now too on top of that. And I don't know, I just love the guy. I love his energy. I love his community. I watch him daily. He streams damn near every day. And he has a very similar setup. He has a quad monitor setup, except he has two vertical monitors, one right here and one right here. And then he has two horizontal ones. I just decided to go with 3 horizontal and 1 vertical for my style compared to his, but his monitor, his setup is kind of what inspired this, and this was a huge investment that I've been planning on and saving up for quite some time. This was my PC that I've had for the last couple of years as well, which is gotten me through everything since my laptop basically died on me a couple of years ago. And then I have my consoles over here as well. I have my Xbox One S, which was a gift from a friend Charlie that I met at RTX 2016, and he had it custom made too with Keep Moving Forward and even my name, which is weathered off a little bit since I got it. I have my PS4, my Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4, and Persona 5 because I'm doing my New Game Plus run of it on Twitch now. I have my Nintendo Switch. My PC also glows, which is kind of neat. My headset. Down here is my printer, which I use like once a year when I have to file my taxes and pay the government money. And then this is my audio setup. Basically, this is what helps with a lot of the the audio issues that I've had over the years with people telling me to like that I'm peaking and my audio is awful and whatnot. This is my preamp and my power supply, which kind of mitigates a lot of the audio issues that I dealt with in the past with all of my different setup and equipment. So this is kind of what helps maintain the shrieking joys that I have, especially with my Ruby and Red versus Blue reactions. First and foremost, the desk. The desk is great. It's a flexi-spot desk, and the cool factor is when you push a button, the desk elevates. So I can make this desk any 3 degrees of height that I want. So I can level it out when I play League of Legends. I can level it out when I want to do a video or a stream. Or if I wanted, I could have the desk elevate to the point where I'm recording while standing. So the desk elevation was a big selling point for me, just because I like to have my chair at different intervals, and it's kind of hard to if your desk is only at one given point. I don't want to be too low or too high when I'm recording, so that's obvious. I have a Shroud mousepad. Shroud is another Twitch streamer, one of my favorites. He's fucking insane when it comes to shooting games, playing Battalion, PUBG, Apex and that and the like. He's a big streamer, but he's one of my favorites that I watch, and I wanted to support him, so I got a game mat. I got a mouse mat for myself. This is a new keyboard. It's a mechanical one that I'm slowly trying to get used to. It's a HyperX Alloy Elite. Changes colors, so I have it as rainbow right now because this month is Pride Month, and I thought it was a nice touch. But you can also do blue, and you can do red. So I typically keep it at red because, again, I have like the whole red aesthetic going on. And then we have some other minor things here. This is my Stream Deck. This is what helps with commands and things like that, especially when I stream, because I do use OBS. I have not configured it yet. I just have it plugged in, and I'm gonna try to figure it out and have like a bunch of cool features, especially when I stream. But I got my Stream Deck. I have some of my desk figures that I wanted to show off. So I have Hey Arnold, which was one of my favorite TV shows growing up for obvious reasons. He's the only other Arnold that I knew my entire life until I was 23 years old. I met the first Arnold of my life at age 23. We have the bobblehead Gus, which is based on the Rooster Teeth animated adventures. And then one of my favorite video games of all time, one of my favorite characters in video games, Red from Transistor. A great game. For those of you who don't know, it's on, I think, every console at this point. And it was one of my first PS4 games that I played, and I absolutely loved it. Red is a beautiful girl, a great story. And she doesn't talk either, which is even crazier for the dynamic of her and the sword that plays a big part in the game. And then this is my overall setup for my monitors. I have a bunch of different animation backgrounds. So I have a Ruby Rose background, Ruby Weiss, Blake and Yang in their Volume 2 special outfits, and there's like rose petal effects going on. I have the Persona 5 Take Your Heart logo, which is my favorite video game of all time at this point, surpassing Kingdom Hearts. And then similar to what I mentioned with Red, I have Transistor. So I decided to basically just sit down and just show what the monitors kind of look like, and like, if from my perspective, this is a Twitch stream as well. Breath of the Wild 2 sequel got announced, or Breath of the Wild sequel got announced, so I'm just showcasing a bit of my Twitch stream of the game when I played it. Twitch.tv/MurderofBirds, by the way. But yeah, so this monitor here, I mainly use it for Discord. I do run a private Discord that's available to my Patreon backers as well as my Twitch subscribers, just because I don't want to have to deal with hundreds of thousands of people that would want to potentially join the server otherwise, and I think that'd be crazy for me and my mods to manage. So this is usually for Discord. Otherwise, it's mainly used for my Twitch chat and my donations to read when I'm streaming. This is my main monitor. This is what I watch or do most of my things on. It just showcases my YouTube channel right now. And this is also the monitor that I use when I'm editing. And then this monitor, I'll always have a Twitch stream up. I'm obviously showcasing and self-promoting myself right now, but I'll usually have something up over here always playing just to kind of give someone my view, give someone my support if they're streaming while I'm editing a video or watching something or whatever the case might be. This monitor might seem a little over the top to have because it doesn't really serve a grander purpose as much as these three, but this is kind of to get clutter off of my screen. I'll usually use this monitor for my OBS preview window or my Spotify or my iTunes playlist if I'm playing music while streaming, just so it's not occupying the monitors that actually are important to the stream as a whole or to whatever I'm doing at the time. So yeah, there's that. And also, really quick, so this is the webcam that I've been using for God knows how long, ever since my channel really took off and started all those years ago. But most of you will notice that I've recently got an upgrade in quality with this camera. So I recently did get an upgraded camera just because I felt like the quality of my streams and my videos were passable, but I would be seeing a lot of other people utilize different equipment in their videos, and every time I would see a video that had way better video quality, it made me want to also give you guys a better experience, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch. So this is the Sony a5100 camera, and this is in conjunction with the Elgato Camlink 4K. And basically what this does is it turns a high quality camera like that into a webcam. So basically I have all of the functionality of a camera, but in the convenience of a webcam when I stream or when I record. Now you guys are also probably thinking, well, how the hell do you use that with that? Well, what I would do is I would take this, I would move this monitor back, I'd push this over to the side, and I'd grab this with the wires, and I would place it like so. I'd place it like that. So this monitor would basically be unusable if I was ever streaming with it or recording with it, and that's how I would record. And then I would just turn it on, and boom, we'd be in business. Now that's super Inception because I'm looking at myself, recording myself. So I'm gonna stop that because that's weird. But yeah, I also have lighting. I have the Elgato key light, and then this lamp right here is the same lamp that I had when I first started making videos on my channel and recording. You guys can probably see that in the original picture that I took of one of my first setups when I was living back at home with my mom. Again, I'm sorry if the commentary feels all over the place. I don't really have a structure or a plan for any of this. None of this is scripted. This is all on the fly. I'm trying to get everything included at once without missing or skipping a beat on anything else. Obviously, I have an air conditioner. This is the microphone that I've been using for a while. It's a Shure SM7B mic, and it's off of a mic stand. That's a weighted pillow that acts as a counterweight because like the mic is actually so big that it fights against the mic stand. But basically that's the mic that I use. I run it down through the back and it goes into the preamp, which then helps with compression and gain and depth and all that stuff in my voice, so everything isn't all over the place. But yeah, that is essentially my setup. That is my work environment. This is my fully arranged setup for my videos, for my streams, for the content that you guys love and support. And again, it is because of you guys, and like I said, it is ultimately because of you guys that I'm able to have this type of environment, that I'm able to work and crunch and grind in this room as long as it takes to make videos, to make streams, to provide for you guys who do so much for me, who watch my videos, who watch my streams, who support me on Patreon, who allow me to do bigger and better. And I want to do bigger and better. I want to evolve. I want to branch out and do a bunch of other things besides just Ruby and Red vs. Blue. I want to get into anime reactions. I want to get into movie videos and stuff like that because there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of content that I can kind of bring to the forefront. And now that I'm in the environment to do so, I have a casual room to work in and to just relax and enjoy myself. I have a work environment. I have a sleeping environment. I actually feel more rejuvenated. I basically have no excuses now. And ultimately, I feel more motivated and rejuvenated than ever because I have an overwhelming sense of independence and an overwhelming sense of pride that all of this is due to the work that I've put in and the contributions that you guys have gone through to continue that things continue and do bigger and better. So again, I feel like I'm rambling now. I suck at vlogs. I'm sorry if any of you guys didn't really enjoy this, but that's kind of like the nitty-gritty ins and outs, grand MTV Cribs tour of my apartment, and all of the rooms and everything that you guys have helped to contribute to. I love this place. I'm really happy here, and I'm already getting back. I'm hard at work getting back to where I want to be with videos and streams for you guys, and I just hope that you guys wait just a little bit longer so that way videos can start coming out regularly like they always have been. Red vs. Blue will be returning, Ruby Volume 7. We're going to get a sneak look at that at RTX, and then everything will be picking up like it used to. But with all that said, I'm not going to waste your time anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts, what you guys thought about this vlog in the comments, what you liked, what you didn't like, your thoughts on anything and everything. You know, just give your take on anything. Again, for those of you who want to send something via my P.O. box, you're free to do so. It's in the description. And I have to get back to videos, so thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all very much. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you for sticking by my side. Thank you for enabling me to do all of this. And I hope the future of videos makes you proud. Take care.